Hello, BookTube. It seems like my Monday video making course is back in full force. I wanted to make a video about Garbogast and discuss the two books that I wanted to read for that event, but it's just not working. So I'll push that back to either an April TBR video or maybe no, can't be next Monday because next Monday is the book haul. So maybe Friday, I'll try this again and do a non-back to school project August TBR. Maybe. We'll see. Or I could just do it for our weekly reads, which is itself going to be a bit weird. So just so you know. Anyway, so instead of talking about Garbogus, I'm going to talk about another conundrum a conundrum I'm actually having. I have quite a number of books on pre-order the next few months. None in August, but in September and October, I am completely wiped out already on book buying, and I'm not entirely happy about that. So I'm thinking about going through my pre-orders and canceling some, and I would like your advice if you have any to give. So leave your any comments, any sort of suggestions over what book I should keep or like cancel and then pick up later when it might have a bit of a discount. But anyway, so these are the books I have. And I've been planning on doing a forthcoming books video too, but so this is kind of mixing both of them. Anyway, so on September 5th, I have Beyond the Wall, A History of East Germany by Katja Hoyer. So this is a history of East Germany that, from what I can gather, takes a more gentle approach or argues that the GDR wasn't as bad as it's been made out to be. The book has elicited strongly divergent reactions. The British and American critical response has been largely positive. Steve Donahue has highly praised it. And the German reaction has been more highly critical. Britta Bowler has issues with it. So I don't quite know. I read an earlier book of Hoyer's and really liked it, although that was about the formation of the German Empire, and this is certainly a bit near to our own time. And from what Britta said, some of Hoyer's the techniques she uses may not necessarily please me all that much. So I don't know. The next book in sticking with German history is Bismarck's War, the Franco-Prussian War and the Making of Modern Europe by Rachel Chrastil. So this is obviously a history of the Franco-Prussian War, and I have a sweet tooth for the Franco-Prussian War and the German Empire, so I'm strongly tempted to pick this up because I'm really interested and I would like more histories of the Franco-Prussian War. And then the third book on September 5th is Rome and Persia, the 700-Year Rivalry by Adrian Goldsworthy, who is a noted contemporary expert on Roman history. And this book sounds interesting. I'm very tempted by it. Although I wasn't a big fan of Goldsworthy's most recent book on Philip and Alexander. I thought that was a bit too conservative and maybe him stepping out of his usual comfort zone and it not necessarily working out. But I also remember having read a few of Goldsworthy's earlier works that I'm not entirely sure. I don't quite remember if he necessarily works well with me or not. So, and that was kind of why I was hoping to give a go at the Punic Wars to make sure, because it's been a very long time since I've read it. and I would like to have a bit firmer foundation of whether or not I actually like Goldsworthy's work before I buy this book, because histories are, and history hardcovers and actually paperbacks too, they're rather expensive, particularly if you pre-order them, because Amazon does not really give you that steep discount until they've been out for a few months, which is largely why I buy my cookbooks when I do. But anyway, so that was September 5th. Also in September is Pax War and Peace and Rome's Golden Age by Tom Holland. Not that Tom Holland, the historian, not the actor. So this is yet another Roman book by Tom Holland. And I don't know, I read his book Dynasty and I liked it, but I don't know. And besides that, all of my Tom Holland books are UK trade paperback, so do I really want a sole hardcover, or would I much rather have just all of them in UK trade paperbacks, even though my source for UK trade paperbacks is gone? Curses. Curse the end of Book Depository. So moving into October, I have a bit of an apocalypse going on. So on October 24th, I have Emperor of Rome Ruling the Ancient Roman World by Mary Beard. So this is, again, another Roman history from Mary Beard, this time focused on the Roman Emperor. I really enjoyed her SPQR, and I would like to have more works by her, so this is a strong temptation. Also on October 24th is Justinian, Emperor, Soldier, Saint by Peter Sarris. So this is a biography of Justinian. And I do have a bit of sweet tooth for the Byzantine, so this is a strong temptation as well. But unfortunately, these two works of history are also in competition with some cookbooks, which are coming out that I really want. So on October 10th, More is More by Molly Baz is coming out, and I really like her YouTube channel. Molly Baz was originally a cook appearing on the Bon Appetit YouTube channel, who has since gone on to start her own channel. And I've been subscribed to her for a year or so now, and I really enjoy her cooking show. And I'm also highly tempted to pick up her earlier cookbook, Eat This Book, which I have in my cart, and it's been languishing there for quite a while now, so I really ought to go and pick that up. Also coming out on the 24th, even though for some reason it's saying October 25th, is Basics with Babish by Andrew Rea, who has a YouTube channel called, currently I think it was originally Binging with Babish, but it's now the Babish Culinary Universe, since he's expanded to having other content creators on his channel. And I really enjoy that channel, and I really enjoy his Basics with Babish video. So I'm really tempted, really tempted. And finally, on October 31st, there's Start Here by Sohla El-Waylly, who again is a former Bon Appetit sort of test cook who is amazing, and who currently appears on the New York Times cooking channel. And I think she also does some stuff for the History Channel, although I don't know if she still does. And her work is amazing, and I really want Start Here, but it's also $40, so I don't know. And then finally on November 2nd is The New Roman Empire by Anthony Kaldellis. So this is a big history of the Byzantine Empire, which is Anthony Kaldellis' specialty. He had an earlier book called Streams of Gold, Rivers of Blood that took a look at a specific period in Byzantine history that I have mixed thoughts about. I probably really should give that another look before I actually commit to buying the new Rome. So all of these books are more than a month out before they release, so I have some time to decide, to really do my research and to read the previews if there are any previews available. I've already dipped into the 3 that are coming out September 5th, and I need to look at them a bit more, I think, to really make a decision of which one, if any, I want to keep. But I do need to also look at examples of those authors' works that I have in my collection to really have an idea. And also, I need to figure out how much I really want those cookbooks. So, any booktube, any help would be appreciated. And I will let you know what I ultimately decide, although that might very well be in my September and October and November book hauls. So anyway, booktube, at least I got one video up today, although it was not my Garbagus video. But anyway, I'll probably try to do that sometime later this week. So tomorrow will be a tag video, whether it'll be a new tag or some tag necromancy, I don't know. I haven't really seen any new tags this past week. So it might be an older tag. Although something might pop up later today or even early tomorrow that I could do. Wednesday, I'm going to do my back to school TBR because even though I don't really have much success with booktube events, I kind of still want to participate because, I mean, the making of the TBR is fun. And it also gives me an opportunity to really read out my collection because a lot of the times the prompts give me ideas for books that have been languishing in my collection for years. I mean, Garbagus is an example of that because I haven't reread one of those books in 18 years, give or take. 17, 18 years. And the other one, it's been about maybe 10-ish years. So I need to have a go at them and really decide whether or not I really want to keep them in my collection. Although I probably should also add some science fiction and fantasy to that. Although I have a bit of a issue with really what genre fiction really fits with Garbagus, outside of the really snobby, well, if it isn't literary fiction, it's all garbage. But anyway, so that'll be Wednesday, and then Thursday, maybe tag video, maybe I could do the Garbagus video then, and then on Friday, it will be an early weekly reads. So during this time period, I'll be doing weekly reads rather than later on in the evening because I have a plan for this weekend. The last 4 days of August, I'm going to devote to reading, well, it's not an entire manga series because it's still ongoing, but I just got the most recent volume in, and instead of just reading that volume, I want to reread the entire series. So I'm going to be doing that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So 18 volumes in 4 days. It's going to be fun. And then, so I'll do the weekly reads earlier. I might do a video later. I don't know. But anyway, so I started off talking about my pre-order woes, and I went on to another tangent. But anyway, booktube, that's all I got for today. So until I see you tomorrow, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.